Good evening, you're watching the news from the Sultanate of Oman television. We'll start with the headlines. The Ministry of Housing reviews social housing law and its executive regulation and unveils approval for construction of more than 19,000 buildings and housing loan issues. The Omani Cancer Association's Oncology Conference 2015 calls to involve society segments to increase awareness of cancerous diseases and their prevention. And the General Federation of Oman Trade Unions discusses benefiting from international expertise in protecting labor rights and developing its works. Those are the headlines, and now for the news in details. Challenges faced by the Ministry of Housing in the coming period in the field of housing aids to those who deserve it, and presenting appropriate suggestions in this regard were the most important points touched upon at the discussion session held to review the social housing law and its executive regulations. The session seeks to review some amendments of social housing regulations affected by economic and social changes that crop up on livelihood and the surrounding circumstances of families. The session hosted a number of specialists from the directorates, sections and departments of the ministry from governorates of the Sultanate. Furthermore, statistics indicated that the ministry authorized 19,200 approvals to build accommodations and to obtain housing loans for citizens in various governorates of the Sultanate in the 8th five-year plan. The Omani Cancer Association's Oncology Conference 2015 ended today under the patronage of Her Excellency Dr. Muna Al-Jardaniya, Under Secretary of the Ministry of Manpower. More details in the following report by Abdullah bin Ahmed Al-Rubai.
The Oman Cancer Association has witnessed a landmark milestone this week by conducting and organizing the 2015 Oncology Conference, which started on 11th of September. This conference, which concluded today, the 15th of September, under the title Public Day, which involved advocating and creating awareness for cancers, which provide a platform for cancer survivors and their families to express their experience. The activities of today's event witness a live coverage by the Sultanate of Oman television and radio. The concept is to reach the message to the public at large.
At the beginning, a word of thank you for the association, for the great work that they have been doing since the establishment of the association in 2002. Within this very short period of time, they could reach every single individual in the Sultanate, from the north to the south. And at this moment, I would like to welcome them, invite them to talk to our students in all colleges of technology, from Shinas to Salala. We have a huge number of students. We have nearly 40,000 students, and it will be a good opportunity for our students to learn not only, culture of prevention, which is very, very crucial at this stage, but also to learn the culture of voluntary work.
During the five-day event, 78 international, regional and local speakers from 23 participating countries presented. 18 sessions and 88 lectures were held, including 4 satellite symposium and 3 board meetings. The organizers have commended this multi-sectoral international conference, which has received immense support from the Ministry of Health, Ministry of Social Development, Ministry of Information, the Royal Oman Police and the Public Authority for Television and Radio. Abdullah bin Ahmed Al-Rubai, Sultanate of Oman Television.
To introduce the trade unions to basic skills related for union federation works, the General Federation of Oman Trade Unions organized a training work session about its affiliation. The session, which was held in the Ministry of Manpower's premises, attracted international experts to transfer expertise in developing the union's movement in the Sultanate. The training sessions call on all those who work in various institutions to form active union committees, get acquainted with the labor rights and laws, and to help mediate and increase communication between the labor force and management of companies. And still to come in our news bulletin. The village of Jilla in the Niaba of Tiwi is a mountainous area characterized by its old houses and simple life. Welcome back to the news from the Sultanate of Oman television. His Excellency Khalaf Khalofov, Deputy Foreign Minister of the Republic of Azerbaijan, accompanied by the non-resident ambassador of Azerbaijan to the Sultanate, today visited the Sultan's Armed Forces SAF Museum. The guest and his delegation viewed a side of the historic stages of the Omani civilization and its role in different fields. They also viewed the historic manuscripts and models, as well as the Omani architecture in Beit al-Falaj Castle. They were also briefed on the progress enjoyed by SAF during the prosperous reign of His Majesty Sultan Qaboos bin Saeed, the Supreme Commander of the Armed Forces. Oman Air announced appointing the leading Swiss port international company in the field of ground handling and shipping services as a partner to Oman Air in Europe. The two companies signed an agreement for integrated shipping operations to many stations, mainly London, Heathrow, Munich, Frankfurt, Paris, Charles de Gaulle, so as the two parties shall benefit from the handling process with procedures at the service level and unified standards that guarantee quality through all operations. Reasons for high electricity bill amounts for last July topped the discussion of the Municipal Council meeting in the Governorate of North Batna. The Council, in its 7th meeting for the 3rd year, hosts Acting Chief Executive Officer of Majan Electricity Company. The meeting also discussed service topics related to citizens' needs. A meeting was held in the Wilaya of Nizwa between His Excellency, the Undersecretary of the Ministry of Commerce and Industry, and a number of businessmen in the Governorate of Dakhiliya. It discussed topics related to establishing a local investment company in Nizwa. It also included dialogue sessions that focused on challenges that face businessmen, small and medium-sized enterprises, as well as the private sector. The meeting also shed light on the Invest Easy project, which includes e-services that enable investors to finish all the transactions from any place, in addition to other advantages that contribute in development of investment and commercial works. The Salalah port participated in the Green Campaign for ports that aim to preserve the environment. The port, in cooperation with the Directorate General for Environment and other authorities, conducted various activities including beach cleaning campaigns near the Hilton Resort in Salalah, as well as planting frankincense trees near the Far municipality. These activities came to protect the environment and spread awareness in this field. The village of Al-Jilla in the Niaba of Tiwi in the Governorate of South Sharqiya is a mountainous area surrounded by a falaj and some palm trees and farms. The falaj in the village was considered one of the Omani falages registered in the World Heritage List of the UNESCO. The area was characterized by its old houses, and the people of the village live a simple life and depend on agriculture for food supply and animals for transport. The beauty of the old village and the simple life reflect the old Omani traditions and customs. And now for the general weather forecast. Partly cloudy skies will prevail over the Governorate of Dhofar, with chances of intermittent drizzle and fog on the mountainous areas, and cloud accumulation along with scattered rainfall over the Hajar Mountains and the nearby areas, as well as the Governorate of Musandam. The rest of the Sultanate will have clear skies with chances of low clouds and fog over the coastal areas of the Arabian Sea. Winds will be northeasterly light to moderate along the coast of the Sea of Oman, while it will be southwesterly light to moderate along the rest of the Sultanate. Seas along the coast of the Arabian Sea will be moderate with a maximum wave height of 2 meters, and for the rest of the coast it will be slight with a maximum wave height of 1 meter. This is the Sultanate of Oman television. Before we end tonight's bulletin, here are the main points once again. The Ministry of Housing reviews social housing law and its executive regulation and unveils approval for construction of more than 19,000 buildings and housing loan issues. The Omani Cancer Association's Oncology Conference 2015 calls to involve society's segments to increase awareness of cancerous diseases and their prevention. And the General Federation of Oman Trade Unions discusses benefiting from international expertise in protecting labor rights and developing its works. With that, we come to an end to tonight's news bulletin. From all of us here at the newsroom and the studios, good night.